players who didn't make the cut arrive on the ranch, and their ticket to get back into the game is to have lost the most amount of weight at home. It's Corey, Shanna, Montina, Sandy, and Anna. They all do pretty well, but Anna does the best. She lost 39 pounds at home, almost 12% of her body weight, and that's on par with what Ada's lost so far, roughly 10 pounds or so a week. Anna's going to have to learn the game very quickly because Allison tells them it's changing. It's going to go blue versus black. Anna's going to have the power to determine who makes what team. She'll also have the power to either give herself immunity or assign herself to one of the teams. And the person who is left over is going to go to the team that loses a player at this week's elimination. Now, thinking about this, I would never give up immunity, but I must be a different sort because Anna does just that. She assigns herself to Jillian's team and no one can believe it. Everyone is stunned. Initially, I thought this was just ridiculous and a stupid move on her part, but given her explanation, Jillian got her started and she wants Jillian to help her finish. I think it proves that she has guts, and I think it proves that Anna has heart. If this had been me dividing up the teams, I would have split them evenly in half by, one pink with blue, one pink with black. Anna is a different sort altogether, as we've said, and she's pretty diplomatic about this whole thing. She tries to honor what the players have told her that they want to do. So the teams end up, blue is Bob, Jesse, Adam, Aaron, Lisa, Jessica, and Mark. And Jillian's black team will have Elizabeth, Rick, Fredo, Brendan, Ada, and Anna. Patrick ends up being the player that's left over. Yellow line will not be floating at this week's elimination. It's back to basics. Whichever team falls below the yellow line is the team that's up for elimination. And there's a lot that happens from this point on. There's a food challenge and whatnot. I'm not even going to waste time telling you what happened because everything got so crazy from this point on. It was insane. I was astonished. And most of the live tweet just went ballistic when they saw what was happening, especially with Black Team. Black Team and Patrick immediately start strategizing about whether or not they should throw the weigh-in, get rid of Anna, and get Patrick back on the team. Blue Team assumes that the Black Team will throw the weigh-in, and they're worried that they won't get Patrick. They're upset. Jillian's also upset because she thinks there's a chance that the Black Team might be strategizing, doing a little bit of gameplay to get rid of Anna, and she just got Anna back. Plus, she wants the Black Team to do well. She wants to win the weigh-in. She has some pride. So she tries to tell them, to remind them, to get back to basics, to get back to why they're on the ranch, to lose weight, not to win the game. Meanwhile, Bob is just jubilant because this is the first time in all the seasons, really, that he hasn't had the game player people on his team. They're all on Jillian's team, and he's so happy about that. At the end of the Last Chance workout, the Black Team gets together and they vow to Jillian that they will not indulge in gameplay, that they won't throw the weigh-in. The question is, do they keep their word? Patrick goes first at the weigh-in. He loses 10 pounds, a great start. Then the blue team weighs in, and they've lost 62 pounds collectively, about 3.1% of their body weight. Jesse's responsible for 16 of those pounds. It's a great week for him. Black team has to lose 55 pounds in order to stay above the yellow line. But before they start weighing in, it's obvious that everyone's antsy. Fredo is a little nervous. Allison asks them what's going on. Jillian ends up dropping the dime on all the strategizing that went on behind the scenes and all the discussions they had at or around the Last Chance workout. Fredo, Rick, and Anna all start to weigh in, or Ada rather, start to weigh in. They all lose roughly 10 pounds apiece, so it does look like everyone's making an effort. Then Brendan gets on the scale, and he does little to inspire confidence. He only loses 2 pounds. And as Jesse points out, he and Brendan are the same body type. Jesse lost 16, Brendan lost 2. But Brendan insists, no, I didn't throw the weigh-in. He swears on his goddaughter's life. But that means nothing to me unless you're swearing on a Boston sports team, okay, Brendan? I don't believe you. Wow, was I naive or what? I thought for sure that they were going to pick Anna at the elimination. But holy what, the Black Team throws us all a curve, and Brendan and Fredo conspire. They get everyone to vote for Rick, pretty much. And so Rick got booted. The Holy Trinity is back. They have Patrick again. But I can't imagine how Patrick is going to feel knowing that they booted Rick, his green team buddy, just to get him back. I don't know if he can trust Brendan and Fredo after this point. The live tweeters just went insane at this point. People were so mad and astonished because no one expected it to be Rick at the elimination. If you're on Twitter during the show, or you follow it at all for Biggest Loser, you probably know Jen from phillyburbs.com. She's also the BL blog, that's her tweeting handle. She was convinced that Brendan had thrown the weigh-in, and so she put her email address on Twitter and asked anyone who could make a case otherwise to let her know, to contact her. And I put a link below to her blog so you can read what happened after she put that email address up. It's pretty funny. She also has a great interview with Rick post-show that explains, that he tells everyone how he felt at the elimination table. He was as blindsided as the rest of us were. You can check out Rick's at-home video below along with the preview for next week. And for shock value alone, I am convinced that this was the best episode of the season so far. Turn me, I'm blue, so I am all blue all the time now because of this. But the question remains, did Brendan throw the weigh-in? And I guess we are going to find out next week. I'm Lori G. I'm the Biggest Loser lover, and I'll see you next time.